Yo, this is for you. I am my number one fan. For you, this is for you. I am my number one fan. For you, yo, this is for you. I am my number one fan. For you, I am my number one fan. I'm trying to get you from here to there. I'm trying to show niggas it ain't fair. How I just came up, but you not there. Stuck in the same situation you been in. They got the plug, you got the sound. You not just a groupie that's hanging around. They got the stage, but you bring the lights. It's enough room at the top, we ain't gotta fight. I am my number one fan. I am that legend.
What's up, y'all? What's going on, people? You know what's us? We back. It's Reese
and Arnold,
and you're listening to the NayborsPodcast. And you can listen to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, iTunes, even on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Sometimes. Right. So, y'all, guess what? We have a nice young lady that we're going to speak to today.
Yeah, we always got those exclusives. So, just remember that you heard everything here first.
Of course.
And everything that we will be discussing today came from us first.
Right.
So, we always got the exclusive.
Yes, most definitely. So this young lady, she is from the great city of Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know that's who we are. That's who we rap. You get what I mean? I'm from West Philly.
Yeah, Arnold's from Southwest.
And she has a band. She travels the world.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, we don't always get the vibe that we can make it out of our situation.
Correct.
But she is a true inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
She is a motivator.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you that you will get energy from her videos on Instagram and Facebook, most definitely.
Yes, you would.
And also, she was... how can I put it? She was spoke very highly of by one of our former guests,
mm-hmm.
Star Colors.
Yes.
And this young lady is none other than the GhettoSongBird.
Yeah.
How are you today?
Hello. Hey, I'm good.
That's good. We're really happy and excited for you to be with us today.
Thank you.
And I'm going to get right into it. What was it like to be in Africa performing? What was that like?
I am still processing that. It was, it was like a dream almost. It's like, I can't believe I'm here. And people kept saying, welcome home. And I felt at home.
Nice.
It's weird. You go to a place and you feel like you've been there before almost.
Right.
Yeah.
I felt at home. Everyone was so friendly and giving and loving. The energy was just right. The music was, you see a whole sea of black folks rocking out, appreciating, actually listening and loving it and doing it together as a community.
Right.
It was beautiful.
That sounds great.
Wow. Yeah, one of, as you well know, and some of our listeners don't know, that one of your band members I actually grew up with, Mr. Chris Nelson.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up, Chris.
I was just talking to him before this.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
So he's a musician himself and things like that.
Yeah.
But when I spoke to him about that experience, he mentioned how just energized he was when he had come back.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it was something that he didn't know what to expect per our conversation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, but let the listeners know what type of music you're into and the name of your band and things like that.
The name of my band is GhettoSongBird and a Rocksploitation band. The Rocksploitation band has been a unit that's been forming itself since, well, let me back it up. I started in 2001.
Nice, okay.
As GhettoSongBird by myself, and then I started going on the open mic scene in Philadelphia and meeting these amazing musicians. And
nice.
I ran into Chris Nelson. I ran into Najashi, Ronan Ali, the sister by the name of Tracine who played bass, Adrian and Alexis who sung background at the time. So it's been growing for a long time.
Nice.
Now it's just myself, Chris Nelson and Ronan Ali. Ronan Ali is my husband, and he plays the drums.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Nelson is my best friend. We've been friends since I first started on the music scene in Philadelphia.
Nice.
So together we travel and make a lot of noise with the music that I love called rock and roll.
Right. Nice. That's good. So with that, just a quick question now. This is a little offbeat, but how did you even meet Chris? just what?
Yeah. October Gallery.
Okay.
It had to be around 2005.
Okay.
He was doing performing at the open mic, and I was being introduced to October Gallery. He was a regular there already. And this guy named Chris Nelson goes up to the mic, and he does this poetry, and then he reads out of the Bible. I'm like, who is this guy? And the poem was really like sensual, so it's like you're going from sensual to the Bible. I'm like,
right.
Everybody was like, okay, but I'm like, I'm intrigued by this guy that can go from spirituality to sensual in the same kind of flow. So I wanted to get to know who he was.
Wow. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. So in your industry or your genre of music, do you find a lot of people like yourself?
Not at all, especially not in my area of Philadelphia.
Right.
The more I travel, the more I see people like myself.
Okay. Yeah, so when I had a conversation with Star Colors a little while ago, she says not a whole lot of women in your genre of music. Which is why, one of the reasons why she was, so she was saying how proud she was of you, of just continuing that legacy of just women in rock and funk and things like that. She was proud of you. She was really, still inspired by you, to be honest. And
I'm inspired by her. Oh, wow. I seen her a long time ago in Philadelphia. I didn't know who she was. I was just walking into some event that I don't even remember. And I just zoned in on her. I'm like, who is this?
Right.
And then I didn't see her anymore.
Okay.
And years later on social media, I saw her online and I connected with her. And I've been following her ever since and finding out her story.
Okay.
Her story. It's like, wow.
Nice. So with your husband and yourself, did y'all meet because of music or just in general? Okay.
Another open mic, this time at the Fob Spot in Philadelphia.
Okay.
He saw me on stage performing, and he said when I came off, I was very vague, and I just threw a flyer in his hand for my next show, and I kept it moving. But he always remembered me. I'm going to tell the story before he tell it, because he loves telling that story.
Yeah, right? That's funny.
Like, he just blew me off. I was like, I don't remember. I was just about my business, because you got to understand, as a woman in music, we're very few in between.
Right.
And when these guys are covered up to you, you don't know why. So I always just kept it strictly business and kept it moving.
Yeah.
But little did I know that him and I were going to end up friends, and then later down the line getting married and everything. And then him joining my band.
Right.
So Samantha or GhettoSongBird?
Either one. I am Samantha and GhettoSongBird.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to ease in with who do I want to call you as?
You can call me Samantha.
Okay.
Samantha is good. Yeah.
But as far as being a female in the industry, could you explain to us the trials and the tribulations that you might have went through, the ups and downs of, if it was hard for you, was it easy for you, and just elaborate on that for us.
I will start that off with sexism is real and alive.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
The beginning was the roughest time because I was an introvert, very shy and quiet. I don't know how people took me, but for those who didn't know, I was very just inward. So going out there by myself to these open mic events and dealing with these guys trying to intimidate me.
Mm-hmm.
And I get on the stage, they turn my guitar down, they'll pull my vocals down.
Wow.
Sometimes they wouldn't even let me up on stage.
Wow.
Especially the ones who, the musicians who actually play the instrument.
Right.
They were always testing me, and I felt like I had to always prove myself.
Mm.
And there was times where I would go out on the scene and I would do music, but then I would disappear for a few weeks to get my mind right to have to go back into that,
Right.
because it was ongoing. They never like gave up, and I feel like a lot of them tried to push me out of the scene. They didn't want me there, because I was one of the first. I'm not gonna say the first, but one of the first of my era in Philadelphia, out there rocking with an electric guitar, a black woman doing that at that time. I didn't see anyone like me at the time, and they were always like on me, trying to push me out.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted me there. And it was the neo soul scene at that time. You gotta understand, it was like Jill Scott and all that stuff was thriving at the time. So it's like, who is this little girl with the big hair and her little electric guitar trying to get on? Oh no, we're not having it.
Wow.
So I had to really create my own space. I started renting out spaces and doing my own thing and inviting like-minded people to what I was doing for all of us. And I started building from that. And I created a festival called Wingdom Fest out of that. And I also had an open mic of my own in my earlier days.
That's good. That's good. But you would think in this day and age, as far as we have come as men, that even though in the industry, you shouldn't be intimidated by someone that plays the same type of instrument that you do or may sound better than you. You should be encouraging
and
that.
It's crazy because at the time, I didn't really know how to play that well. So I'm like, what is the issue? I'm learning as I go along, and nobody wanted to help me.
Wow.
I had no mentors or anything. I had to push through myself because at the time, I didn't see any other female guitar players as well. So I was on my own. It was a struggle, but it gave me tough skin, and now I know how to deal with things because it's still going on. It didn't change.
Right.
But
So
it's easier for me to deal with now.
Is there a difference as far as being abroad and then the stateside opposed to women in the industry? Well, in your particular field, because you're a rocker, and then like you say, there's not that many females that play instruments that rock as hard as you guys do. And is there anything different as far as the treatment abroad opposed to here in the States?
My first experience abroad, I dealt with the same thing with the male band that I was on the bill with. So I was like, wow. So when I go overseas, I'm dealing with the same stuff.
Right.
But then when I went to Africa, I saw a shift. It was all men. I was the only female. There might have been one more female that was playing in another band, playing the bass, but I was the only female-fronted band that was in this whole festival. Nothing but 2 days full of men, and all of them treated me with respect. All of them treated me with love. If I needed anything, you need help, what can I do for you? I love what you're doing. It was no negative energy, no sexism. I didn't feel it, not 1 inch.
That's beautiful.
And then I went to London recently, and it was all love. I didn't feel it at all. Again, that helpful energy. Even the band that I was on the bill with in London, S.A. and the Voodoo People, lovely people. All of them were very accommodating, and they were actually there to support me. So they were accommodating me and helping me out, even though they were there opening up for my band.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
And I want to give a shout out to Rakara and Botswana, because they made us feel like king and queen while we were there.
That is Ricarda and Botswana?
Yes, they're a rock band that we did like a culture exchange with.
Okay.
And our goal is to get them over here because they brought us to Botswana.
Okay. Nice.
So do you have any recordings of the two of y'all playing, or the two bands playing together, or anything, or any type of platform?
All the bands that I just mentioned?
Yes.
Well, my hope is just to keep in contact with both bands, and when we all travel somehow to keep connecting the African diaspora rock scene, because that's most important. Because although people say there's not a lot of us, there are a lot of us. We just don't get the chance to be seen and heard on a mainstream level. Like radio and TV and newspaper magazines, you're not going to see most of us in any of that. So we have to create platforms for all of us to elevate together, and that's my goal, and that's what I've been doing behind the scenes.
Good luck with that.
So Samantha, I'm just listening to you as you speak, and I know again it's a music, but not about music. But were you born and raised in Philly? Because I'm listening to your voice,
her accent, right?
And you have such an accent, and or you just live music. Like you have this tone about your voice that sounds very